So guys, we're back. We are back. I'm gonna go in. So guys, we are back with the rogue now. We can see the class group is expert. Primary ability is only dexterity this time. Obviously just lore, creating rogue, and there's our rogue table. It seems like a rogue gets something, or at least something at every single level, because there's no spells obviously involved. But let's see what they are. So hit points still a D8 class. You get dexterity and intelligence, acrobatics, investigation, sleight of hand, and stealth, or choose four from the following of that list. So obviously, once again, it's a limited list, not like the bard, but you get 4 instead of the 3 that we saw with ranger and bard. So they get a little bit more, obviously, to compensate for the lack of spell casting. Simple weapons and martial weapons to have the finesse property. Okay, I like that. And thieves tools. Obviously, you get light armor. This is all just your multi-classing stuff and whatever. So let's see what they get. Expertise. That seems to be the trend. Expertise across the 3 expert classes. And that you get to make 2 of your skills proficiencies into expertise, which not going to be any complaints. Sleight of hand and stealth are the recommended ones, but obviously you can choose whatever. So, sneak attack. You know how to turn a subtle attack into a deadly one. Once on each of your turns, when you take the attack action, you can deal attack damage to one creature you hit with an attack roll. If you're attacking with a finesse weapon or a ranged weapon, and if at least one of the following requirements is met. You have advantage on the attack or ally adjacent to it. At least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the target. The ally isn't incapacitated and you don't have disadvantage on the roll. To determine the extra damage, roll a number of d6s equal to half your rogue level rounded up, and add the dice together. The rogue table shows you the number of sneak attack dice you get at each rogue level. The extra damage type is the same as the weapons damage type. Okay, so I like that they've clarified there that it's half your level rounded up, because sometimes I feel like when you're playing a rogue, you're like, I don't know, how many d6s do I get here? Is it 20? Is it 4? You don't know. So it's nice that they've given you like a definitive, it's half your level rounded up. And I like that, because it means at level 1, you get, 1d6, just out of curiosity? Yeah, 1d6, and then it's just a gradual increase. I do like that change. I think it makes sneak attack a little bit weaker, but I like that it's consistent. Thieves' Cant, you picked up various languages in the communities you were applied your roguish talents. You know Thieves' Cant and one other language of your choice, which you choose from the standard languages and rare languages table. Cunning Action. Your quick thinking and agility allow you to move and act quickly. On your turn, you can take one of the following actions as a bonus action: dash, disengage, or hide. No changes there. We'll look at the subclass in a little bit. I believe it's the thief subclass, so we'll see what that's like. 4th level's a feat, 5th level uncanny dodge. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack roll, you can use a reaction to half the attack damage and round it down. No changes there. I feel like rogue was a well built class. More expertise, another feat, evasion. You can nimbly dodge out of the way of certain dangers. When you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, and only half damage if you fail. You can't use this feature if you're incapacitated. No changes there again. Reliable talent. You've refined your talents until they approach perfection. Whenever you make an ability check that uses one of your skill or tool proficiencies, you can treat that d20 roll of a 9 or lower as a 10. Once again, no changes there. It seems like a lot of rogue is carrying over. 12th is a feat. 13th level, subtle strikes. When you attack, you know how to exploit a target's distraction. You have advantage on any attack roll that targets a creature that is within 5 feet of at least one of your allies who isn't incapacitated. That's great. So it shows like at higher levels they're really trying to encourage you to get your sneak attack off. So that's a great ability. I love that one. And absolutely at those higher levels, it's something you'd want to be getting, because obviously the HP is just going to ramp up. So I like that. 14 levels a subclass feature. 15th, slippery mind. Your cunning mind is exceptionally difficult to control. You gain proficiency in wisdom and charisma saving throws. Great change. Love that. No complaints there. Because a rogue is kind of that type of character, and so for them to get that later on, I like. 16 levels of feat. 17th level is 18th level is your capstone ability. So 17th level, elusive. You are so evasive that attackers rarely gain the upper hand on you. No attack roll has advantage against you while you aren't incapacitated. Oh my god, what an ability. What an ability. No advantage against you so long as you're not incapacitated. That's insane. And then 18th level, your capstone, Stroke of Luck. You have an uncanny knack for succeeding when you need to. If you fail a d20 test, you can turn that roll into a 20. Once you use this feature, you can't use it until you finish a short or long rest. So it says you turn it into a 20. Now I assume that means it's not like a natural 20, so it's not like a guaranteed crit. I just think it's just a flat value of a 20. So it's like a one-off, I need this, and it has to be done. Boom. So their epic boon is the epic boon of undetectability, or the epic boon, or another epic boon of your choice. So let's look at the subclass, the Thief. You have honed your larcenous arts. Burglars, bandits, cut purses, and other criminals typically adopt this subclass, but so do rogues who prefer to think of themselves as treasure seekers, explorers, delvers, and investigators. In addition to improving your agility and stealthiness, you gain abilities useful for delving into runes and getting maximum benefit from the magic items you find there. So your third level ability is Fast Hands, as on top a bonus action of your Cunning Action, with which you can do the following. So it's an extra bonus action things you can take. Search, you can take the search action. Sleight of hand, you can make a dexterity check with sleight of hand to pick a lock or disarm a trap with thieves tools, or to pick a pocket. Okay, I don't think there's much difference there from 5e if I recall. And then second story work, you gain a climb speed. Now that is great because they used to just, if I remember correctly, it just says you could climb, and it's like there was not a lot of definition to it, so at least they've said you've got a climb speed. Doom. And jump distance, when you take the jump action, you can make a dexterity check instead of a strength check. That's a great, once again, good quality of life stuff for the rogue there. 6th level, Supreme Sneak. You have advantage on every dexterity check, stealth, you make, provided you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor. That's amazing. Get advantage on stealth. 10th level, use a magic device. In your treasure hunting, you've learned how to maximize your use of magic items, granting you the following benefits. You can attune up to 4 magic items at once. And charges, whenever you use a magic item property that expends a charge, roll a d6, and on a 6 you use the property without expending a charge. I love that. And scrolls, you can use any spell scroll that bears a cantrip or a first level spell. You can also try to use a spell scroll that contains a higher level spell, but you must first succeed on an Arcana check with a DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level. On a success check, you cast a spell from the scroll, and you use your intelligence as your spellcasting ability for this. On a fail, the scroll disintegrates. That's great. I love that. It's kind of cool that the rogue's like, do you know what? I've just picked this up over time. Let's do this. Fireball. I love that. I love that change there. The magic device. That's really great. I love it. I don't know if I said I love it enough or if you're aware, but I do love it. 14th level, Thieves Reflexes. You can now take a second bonus action on your turn, provided it is the bonus action from the Cunning Action. You can use this feature on a number of turns equal to proficiency bonus, and you gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Great ability, because that does become an issue later on. I feel for rogues, you've got to decide which Cunning Action you want to use, and this just allows you to use more than one. I really like the rogue. I do. Rogue definitely up there as a subclass I enjoy. I'm very happy with all 3 of these classes and subclasses, how they look so far. So, are you happy with the rogue, guys? What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Make sure to give the video a like. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because that way you'll never miss another one of these videos. They're going to be coming out quick fire. Bah, 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 bah. And I'll catch you all in the next one.